Huskies. As we welcome the Lancers of Lafayette. Prior to the announcement of the starting lineup, we ask everyone to please join us to honor America, playing our national anthem.
And good evening and welcome to Huskies basketball on KRHS Media. I'm the teacher, Mr. Pulley, and tonight we are just about set for action between the Lancers of Lafayette High School and our Ritenour Huskies. We'll head now to the PA announcer, James, as he gets started with our starting lineups.
At center, 6'2" senior number 15, Drew Baker.
Wait, who's going to move the camera?
At guard, 6'1" senior number 30, Cooper Myers. At guard, 6'3" sophomore number 32, Coleman Watson. And at guard, a 6'1" senior number 33, Nolan Savard. Now let's get the starting lineup. Your Ritenour junior from Providence Elementary, number 1, Ritenour. At guard, a 6'3" junior from Lafayette Elementary, number 3, Jeremiah Thomas. At guard, a 6'2" junior from Slits Elementary, number 11, Jamarcus Smith. Senior number 13, Mason Valentine. And then forward, a 6'3" senior from Highland Elementary, number 12, Jordan Williams. And at guard number 2, from Merrimack Elementary, 6'2" senior, Michael Hill.
And we're just about set for action, and being joined now by Isaiah Cornwell. Isaiah, how you doing? Ready for some exciting basketball?
Yeah, pretty excited for this game right here.
So Isaiah, Lafayette coming in with a record of 9-9 on the season. They had a 1-point loss 2 nights ago to Marquette. They lost 57-56, so they're trying to get back on the wing step. The Huskies having a tough one against Lindbergh last night, so they're ready to get going.
Yeah, it should be pretty interesting to see how both teams adapt to, the losses that they faced earlier. Ritenour might be coming into this one, really hoping for some way to get the momentum on the season going, so we'll see what they got.
All right, so Lafayette with a quick shot and a 3.
Dang.
Big shot there from Coleman Watson.
Wide open corner threes have been a big issue for this defense. It feels like they've given us so many of them throughout the last 3 games that I've been to.
So the Huskies with the basketball and then White, of course, with the trims. Mason Valentine missing on that one, and back comes Lafayette. Kind of slid the foot there a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's important too, Isaiah, that the Huskies, that they get off to a good start. You want to start fast. I know Coach Lee wants them to start fast tonight.
Yeah. He was talking, I think, in my first broadcast at least, about how they were started really slow and then got going by the end. So he was talking in the interview about wanting to start and put together a whole game, where they're moving fast, getting steals, getting transition layups. So let's see if they can, learn to capitalize that here.
All right, so Amari Kemp with a nice bucket there to make it a 1-point game now. Lafayette with it. In the gray shirts and pants. There's one from the outside and missed that one.
Yeah.
And the Huskies rebound.
That one didn't end up going in, but it was another open corner 3. So they've been having trouble limiting those all year. See if they can figure it out this time.
Jeremiah Thomas out high with a feed and couldn't get that one to go. Walker, and back comes Lafayette. Here they go with a drive. Missed on the shot, got the rebound though, and they throw it away.
Good defense right there.
They didn't have much room, not much space for him to operate with, and he turns it over. So Huskies will get it at 5:55 in the first quarter. I know the Huskies, I need Amari Kemp to have a good game too.
Oh yeah. He's been very consistent. I think that his performances have been something that hasn't really wavered too much between the games. There have been a lot of factors that have been kind of like changing throughout the games, but he's been pretty consistent throughout the whole season.
So off the miss, Cooper Myers comes back and he scores for Lafayette to extend their lead to 3 now. Early going. Isaiah Cornwell. Kevin Pulley here with you with that break too. Juan Roque at the controls. Juan is doing everything tonight. He's running the cameras and directing too. We get a foul here as the Huskies were trying to make a move there with Jeremiah Thomas.
Yeah. Looks like he slipped a little bit. I don't know. Sometimes the floor can be a little slippery here. Yeah, there it is again. Michael just slipped a little bit on the floor too.
Yeah, might need to get a little right there. It's Thomas out high. And get a whistle.
Yeah. Looks like he had his foot out of bounds just a little bit.
And the Huskies turn it over here. 4:54 to go. First quarter. Lafayette, a solid team. 500 to record, 99 on the season. Here's a 3 from the outside. Is good.
Yeah, that's not the defense you want to see right there. And looks like Coach Lee will call a timeout, agreeing.
And you called it Cooper Myers with the 3. He's got 5 already in the game. And like you say, he had a wide open look. And that was a quick timeout, as you said, Isaiah, by Coach Lee.
Yeah. I feel like this is kind of similar to how some of the other games have started this season. So Coach calling a timeout to try to maybe get them more, articulated and together so that they can make sure that they don't make the same mistakes they made the last couple of games, which have resulted in a losing streak for them so far. Yeah.
So I know they like to turn it around for sure. Good look at the Huskies band in the house. The pep band is here, and the flags are here as well too.
Is the pep band there every game? I can't remember.
Pep band is here. So it's a good time. It's been a number of home games. I've been too many times in the last couple of years over the Huskies have had back-to-back home games like this. So this is a really good time for the Husky faithful, the fans, the Husky Nation to get out and see the team.
Yeah. Since they had a makeup game versus Jennings on Monday, this is the third home game they've had this week.
And that doesn't happen too often.
Nah. Usually it's like maybe one.
So Thomas to bring it back to the Huskies as they trail it by 6 now. Thomas on the drive.
Yeah. Great job at separating the defense right there from Jeremiah.
You can tell he saw something and took advantage of it, right?
Oh, yeah. Always been a very good ball handler. Great slasher.
Here's Lafayette trying to operate. Three long three from the outside is good as that one goes down the outside from Brady Musak knocking that one down.
That wasn't really bad defense. I'd say everybody was there. It wasn't wide open. That's just a good shot that good players are going to make sometimes.
And get a whistle here. I'm just going to go against the Huskies. Like a foul inside. Tim Washington checks in the game now. For Lafayette. 3:26 to go. It's a 7-point Lafayette lead. Watson facing a double team and a steal by the Huskies. We get a foul called against Lafayette. That one's going to go against Ryan Rowling of Lafayette. Second team foul against Lafayette. Foul number 1 on Ryan Rowling. Jeremiah Thomas. Inside, and the shot is good.
Good pass to Jordan there. I think he has 4 points so far, both off of Jeremiah passes, so they're definitely finding their spots in this game.
That was, like you said, good shot, good feed to Jordan Williams. Getting a start tonight and making a good play.
Great job drawing an offensive foul there on number 15, Drew Pickering.
Pickering, yeah, he's the leading scorer too. Pickering is averaging 12 points a game, and Isaiah has 130 rebounds on the season thus far.
That makes sense. He is very tall.
Nice drive to the bucket for the Huskies, but it wouldn't fall as Jamarcus Smith couldn't get that one to go.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate break right there. Sometimes those just aren't going to go in. That was mostly a good offensive possession, though. You can't really judge these things based on whether or not the ball goes in. More as like how you get the chance to make it go in.
Huskies with it right now. Oh, nice feed down low, and the 2 in the bucket.
Nice. Jordan has been very good at post offense so far. Pretty easily being able to get good shots at the rim from assists from the guards. If he makes this free throw, that'll be his 7th point, I think.
Yeah, unofficially, that's right. Jordan Williams at the line. Yeah, he makes good, completes the 3-point play. Makes it a 2-point game.
7 of the Huskies' 9 so far. It's been very good for them.
There's Lafayette back on the drive to the basket. Shot won't go, but they got the offensive board. As Pickering, as you talked about him, Isaiah, he was trying to drive, couldn't get it to fall, and the Huskies get it.
they've done a good job limiting him in this first quarter here. I've heard he's really good. So, yeah, stopping him from getting a lot of good paint looks is very important.
He looks like a very physical player, too.
Oh, yeah.
There's Jordan Williams, who's hit 7. There's Kemp for 3. Can't get it to go. Pickering the rebound, and here comes Lafayette.
Still, that was a good offensive possession right there. Open 3, a couple of really good passes. Like one extra passes that they didn't really need to make in that scenario. Like, Michael could have gone up for a contested layup, but instead he made a really good pass. And even though it didn't go in, I still think that's, indicative of a pretty good offensive scheme so far.
Well, that's Misak who showed that he can shoot it from the outside from long range.
Yeah.
Huskies with it. Turn it over. Here comes Misak back the other way. And the drive, they put it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound.
This is an open layup there.
Down to 23 seconds. With the Huskies for 3 from the outside. That one won't go as they took the shot. Couldn't get it to fall from Hill.
Yeah. They haven't made a 3 yet this quarter.
Down to 7 seconds in the quarter. Misak facing a double team. He's not going to be able to get this one off before the buzzer is stolen away. And that's the end of the first quarter. And it's Lafayette with a 5-point lead. So Isaiah, some thoughts on that first quarter?
Even still, not bad for Ritenour. I think, a few bounces at the rim go their way. They could easily be tied or winning. I think their defense has been mostly good so far, other than letting a few too many open threes from this one dude who's like really making them all. And for the most part, yeah, their offense has been good too. They've been getting, good looks from good playmaking all around. And even though sometimes the shots aren't falling, I think for the most part it's been a pretty decent experience.
That's Isaiah Cornwell, Kevin Pulley, the teacher, and we're here at Costello Fieldhouse. Juan Roque, our director. He's doing everything. He's director, he's running the cameras, he's taking care of the graphics. He's working it all here in this first quarter. Again, I think Coach Lee would be happy with the way that the Huskies battled back, really composed themselves offensively, and were able to make some good decisions, got some good shots. Jordan Williams having a really good first quarter for the Huskies as well.
Yeah. It did feel like the last 2 games that they played, they were settling for shots that weren't that great a little bit, trying to get a spark or some confidence, but this time they're just making the extra pass, and I think that's going a long way for consistent offense.
All right, we're just about set for another 8. Quentin Lewis checking into the game now for the Huskies. He's got the basketball right now. And the Huskies. And that one goes out of bounds. Going to stay with the Huskies, though. 7:52 to go early in the second quarter. It's a 5-point Lafayette lead. Marcus Smith, oh wow, trying to make the pass to Jordan Williams. Looks like Jordan wasn't expecting it, and that's one of those turnovers out there that you don't like to see the Huskies get.
Yeah, a little bit of a miscommunication there from Jamarcus and Jordan, but nothing too major. Like, I feel like if he was just like there and ready for it, he definitely would have gotten and scored. So
from the outside and Lafayette, but they get the offensive board and a block from Smith.
Yeah, very athletic. So it's nice to see him using that. Nice to see him use it on the defensive end.
There's Lewis spinning. Oh, nice feed in the paint there, but there to pick it up and save it was Williams, but they couldn't keep it as Michael Hill couldn't get it and went out of bounds, and the Huskies turned it over.
Yeah, Lafayette's defense has done a pretty good job of adapting and stopping all of these, good passes from Ritenour. 2 turnovers in a row.
That was almost turned over, but I think Williams is going to probably be called. Yeah, he's going to be called for the foul here.
Huskies personal foul number 12, Jordan Williams. First personal and first team foul.
First personal and the first team foul of the quarter. Williams picks that one up. There's Lafayette with a nice feed down the middle. Can't get it go, but they get the tip up to go.
No. Yeah, it kind of felt like that wasn't a really good defensive possession. Like, they just kind of let him get to the middle pretty easily with just some simple ball movement. Ooh. Great play by Jordan right there.
Jordan Williams there with the two to come back and answer the shot from Lafayette.
Yeah, he's been scoring very well so far. He has 9 points already. 9 of the Huskies' 11.
Shot from 3. Rebound. Hill going high to sky. That rebound down for the Huskies. Lead at 5. Here's Lewis to the paint and scores.
Nice. Yeah.
Lead from the outside. Missed. Here come the Huskies. They want to push it.
Hey. Yeah, these are the type of runs that Ritenour's really good at times, where they just score, and then they get the ball right back from a steal or something, and they score again. And when they can put those together, they look, really good. Sometimes they struggle putting them together consistently, but when they do, they can get up 8 points on the opponent in like 30 seconds.
Great point, and so like you said, now Jeremiah Thomas set the line. Makes good on this. He could tie the game up at 5:45 here in the second quarter at 16. Missed on it. Lafayette the rebound. Here they come. Watson jumping inside, can't get it to pump, but the putback was good there. Steve Pickering right there.
Yeah. Common trend, it seems, is that Ritenour's kind of struggled a lot with rebounding this season. They're not a particularly big team, so it kind of makes sense.
Big three. Jamarcus Smith with the three to tie the game up.
Yeah. That must feel really good. He struggled the last couple games to get the threes to fall, really. He's still been good. He's been getting the basket consistently, playmaking very well, defending well, but he's been struggling to get three-pointers specifically to fall. So seeing something like that go in, that's really good.
Jeremiah Thomas picking up a foul against Tim Washington, second team foul for the Huskies. Here's a three again from the outside. That one missed. And here come the Huskies to push it. And we get a whistle as Thomas was on the drive. Draws a foul. Pickering picks up foul. That's his second foul. And he's somebody that Lafayette definitely doesn't want to get in foul trouble, Isaiah.
Yeah. Another great bucket by Quincy Lewis right there. He's been a very good option for Ritenour to be an extra point guard who can score and play make very well.
Lewis ties the game up. Here's Watson in the paint and he scores. Watson puts...
Did the Ritenour points not go on the scoreboard? No, it's 18.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought that.
I thought the same too for a minute. I sure did. 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter on the drive. Here's the shot put up. Thomas is blocked.
Yeah. It looked like Amari was wide open in the corner there. I can see going for a layup over a three, but I don't know. In hindsight, one seems like the better option.
Watson called for traveling. Willie Vaughn checking into the game for the Huskies. Tied up with 20. There's Quentin Lewis. He's had himself a very impressive half. Here he does. In the paint, shoots and scores.
Nice. Yeah, Q has been great. You know, despite him being a little bit shorter than some varsity players, he has been great at getting to the post and operating from there. He has great footwork.
And that puts the Huskies ahead. 3:28. Back the other way. Boy, what a block from the Huskies.
That's Reggie Lute. That's Reginald Jones. Wait, no, it's not Reginald Jones.
And back the other way. And
no, my bad. It's Willie Vaughn.
Willie Vaughn made the block. Marcus Smith on the drive. Foul. And Savoy picks up that foul. His first personal foul. It's a 14 foul, and at the line will be Smith, and he'll have 2 shots.
He just threw his glass. Number 10. His glass is just
Jamarcus makes the second free throw, and Ritenour's back on defense. Ooh. That screen from the Lafayette player led to a pretty easy layup for number 32, I think it is, on Lafayette. Coleman Watson.
Huskies, it's a 30-second timeout.
And the Huskies will get a timeout here. 2:51, and they've got a 1-point lead. Isaiah, your thoughts on how they're playing here in the second quarter and the game overall?
Pretty good. It's been one of the better performances I've seen from them this year. You know, they're playing offense as a team together very well. Shots are falling, which is another big thing. But yeah, they're just playing together, and on defense, still hasn't been, like, perfect, but it's definitely been more manageable. I am really impressed with how they've been limiting Drew Pickering. You know, he hasn't been able to get in the paint and get his shots very much at all, so not bad so far.
You're right, and like you said, we talked about him, 130 rebounds on the season coming into this action, and he, as you said, he certainly loves to get in the paint, and they've done a good job not letting him get loose like he likes to do.
Yeah.
Go back to the action. Huskies with the basketball. 2:36 to go here. That's one tipped up, and here comes Lafayette. Watson with it on the drive and scores.
That's number 32, Coleman Watson.
Yeah, Huskies weren't careful with the basketball that time, and Lafayette takes and regains the lead, 24-23. Huskies miss on the shot. Here comes Lafayette with the push. Basic with it. Basic, excuse me. Watson, and get a whistle.
Looks like they were called for a turnover.
Lafayette personal foul.
Oh, offensive foul.
Ryan Rowling, third.
Yeah, that's going to go against Rowling. Ryan Rowling, number 5, Lafayette. That's actually his 3rd foul. And at 15, Huskies are going to be in a 1-on-1 situation here.
Husky substitution.
Yeah. They've been doing a good job, you know, playing defense so they can get offensive fouls, and because of that, they're in a good position to get free throws a lot. And also, some of these important Lafayette players are going to be in foul trouble for the rest of the game.
There's just a turnover there. That time to pass from Hill and Vaughn picked up. And Lafayette almost thrown away by Mari Kemp. Good hands, knock it out of bounds. It will stay with Lafayette. There 1:38 to go in the second quarter, and the Lancers of Lafayette with a 1-point lead. Lafayette. Watson has had himself a very impressive first half. Isaac rebound again, and this one time it doesn't fall for him. Take it away, and the Huskies will bring it back.
Three-point defense has been much better this quarter, I'll say.
Marcus Smith with it now. 1 minute to go here in the half. There's Amari Kemp. And he's hit on the arm. He'll get to the line. Gonna call that one on Lafayette, and picking up that foul was Ron Blosser. He gets the foul. It's his first personal foul. Huskies in the bonus. 2 shots coming from Amari Kemp.
For 2 shots.
Amari misses on the first one.
Husky substitution. 5, Reginald Jones.
Reggie Jones checks back in, and I know you've always been impressed with his play too, Isaiah. Reggie Jones in the game now.
Yeah. I definitely think Reggie is very good.
Boy, unusual. Kemp misses both of the shots. So, Lafayette back with it now with 47 seconds to go in the half. Good defense from the Huskies. And I think the Huskies are going to get tied up and going to get a foul as they got those hands extended.
Personal foul number 2. Michael Hill.
Yeah, that was
They're going to be called for the foul.
a pretty obvious foul.
Yeah, when you get those arms extended like that, they're going to call those on you. Here's a shot and a foul called as the Lancers push it, and Tim Washington is going to get to the free throw line.
Huskies personal foul number 5, Reginald Jones.
Jones will pick up the foul. Reggie Jones gets the foul.
Tim Washington at the line for 2 shots.
Washington with 2 shots. Both teams having some trouble hitting the free throw line tonight.
Substitution number 3.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes in these environments, when you're in an open gym, a quiet gym, relatively, it's pretty easy to hit a bunch of free throws. But when you're in a big atmosphere with a lot of people watching you, sometimes it can be a little harder, especially when people are making noises and jokes.
Shot good. Here come the Huskies back the other way to the basket, and getting to the line will be Thomas. He'll get to the line. Jeremiah Thomas have an opportunity to tie the game up here with 24.9 seconds to go in the first half.
Jeremiah Thomas at the line for 2 shots.
Looks good on the first. Next one on the way, and it rims out. Huskies couldn't get it. Lafayette will get it. Here comes Watson back up the court. Watson being dogged, really tough on the defense by Michael Hill. 12 seconds. The Huskies get it. They get the steal. Here comes Kemp. Kemp's down to 3 seconds. Going to put it up. And hit it! And time runs out.
That's exactly the kind of thing you want going into halftime.
That was a big-time shot. Didn't know if he'd get it off. He made good on it. Got the shot to go down. And the Huskies go into the halftime locker room. They head to it with a 2-point lead, 27-25. Isaiah, some thoughts on that first half?
Definitely one of the better performances of the year when it comes to, single half performances. They have been consistent on offense, getting those extra passes, getting to the rim, getting open 3-point shots. And even though it doesn't fall sometimes, it's good enough looks that you're never upset with what they take. And on defense, it's been one of the best performances on defense all year. They've been limiting some of Lafayette's best players, and after they struggled in the first quarter with 3-point defense, they really kind of stepped it up and made it more difficult to shoot threes for Lafayette. So overall, good stuff.
All right, that's Isaiah Cornwell. I'm the teacher, Mr. Pulley. These are my great students. I'm happy to have to say to my media department here at Ritenour High School. We'll take a break in the action. Huskies up by 2 at the half over Lafayette. And we'll come back on KRHS Media and the Husky Sports Network.
camera guy.
He's a camera
He's in our
guy.
Hall of Fame. He's got an Emmy. So
Oh my God.
anyway, if you ever think about it.
No, I do think
Wait,
about it.
who's leaving Media Convergence? Is that you?
No, well, it's, we lost Miss Sturgis. Have you ever met Miss Sturgis?
Maybe once. She's
Yeah, she was a yearbook. She actually retired. Went to and so. And welcome back to Costello Fieldhouse. We're just about set for the third quarter to get started here. And right now, Huskies up by 2, 27-25 with Isaiah Cornwell. I'm Kevin Pulley. And Isaiah, Huskies, I know, hope they can continue on to do in this third quarter what they did in the first two.
Yeah. Hopefully they can continue this energy and team play into the second half and close the game out.
Huskies will be getting started here. Lafayette in the gray, they're moving right to left. Huskies going the other way as they come up with some triple team. Oh, ball almost thrown away by Kemp. And it's a battle for it on the floor. Tied up. It's going to be Huskies basketball. Huskies will get it. 7:47 to go.
Nice.
And so, yeah, like you say, nice to get that one.
Good defense right there. Diving for loose balls is an important part of the game sometimes. Making sure you get possession.
Quentin Lewis with it, who had himself a really nice first half. Came off the bench and really gave a really good spark to the Huskies. And also Jordan Williams, who had a really impressive first half. That one's tipped up, stolen away,
Wow.
turned over, and here comes Pickering and the Lancers of Lafayette. Go long in the corner. Here's the three from the outside, and it's good. As once again, heating up and getting going there was Grady Misek from Lafayette. He hit the big three, and that one puts the Lancers back on top. He's hit some big shots for him, Isaiah.
Yeah.
Here's Quentin.
He's definitely been one of their best offensive, spark plugs this game, hitting multiple threes that have kept them in this game, despite a pretty good Ritenour defensive performance.
Pickering's going to pick up that loose ball foul as he pushed off Jordan Williams. He picks up the foul. That's his third.
I was about to say, it has to be his third or fourth by now. He's got to be, very careful with how he conducts himself on some of these defensive and offensive possessions, or else he's going to find himself out of the game.
Yes, and they need him. Here's Hill now. Thomas with it. Jeremiah Thomas. Thomas to the hole, puts it up, couldn't get it to fall. And Pickering, who we just talked about, got the rebound.
Yeah. Looks like JT was trying to draw a little bit of contact there so he'd be able to, get a foul and maybe make it, but they didn't get it that time.
Missed it. Huskies will push it. Kemp into the front court quickly. That one's thrown away. Good hands from Misek. Here he comes. They've got numbers. There's Lafayette down, and ball out of bounds. It's going to go off the Huskies. It'll stay with Lafayette.
It kind of looked like it went off of Lafayette, but sometimes but I don't think that's a really bad call at all. So, yeah, good recovery from Ritenour right there. Could have easily been some fast break points, but they did a good job of, stopping that from happening.
Pump from the outside, and that's a three.
That's rough.
Yeah, Cooper Kyra, he's hit a couple like that tonight.
Yeah, they gotta get back to limiting those threes like they did in the second quarter.
Gotta limit it, like you said. There's Lewis back with it. And hit on the arm by Lafayette. Gonna call that one on Misek.
Yeah, Lafayette's been very, foul heavy. They have been fouling a lot. So, pretty soon, Ritenour could be in the bonus already.
Yeah, Isaac. And as you said, they play a lot of players off their bench. As Ryan Blosser checks in for Pickering. Here's Lewis. Oh, a little runner gets it. Couldn't get it to go down. But what a rebound. Oh, what a play by Kemp. Hustling to save that ball.
Good attempt by Q there, but great rebound by Amari right there to save the possession. And even though it didn't go their way, that's the kind of energy you need.
And a good drive by Lafayette. Misek scoring again here, but boy, was some really strong effort by the Huskies on the other defensive end. And now Lafayette has opened up this lead to 6 now at 4:55 to go, 33-27.
Hasn't been a very good start so far to this quarter. Ritenour has been outscored. I don't think they scored yet this quarter.
I don't think we have, no, because it was, like you said, it was 27-25 at the half. 8-0 run now for Lafayette, like you say, and then we're at 4:52. Huskies haven't scored yet. Almost at the midway point, and that's an offensive foul against Jeremiah Thomas.
One wondering how you would begin to, get back to where you were in that first half. You getting consistent offensive possessions.
Check that foul is actually going to go against Jordan Williams. He will get the foul. Player control foul. And Lafayette with it. Here they go working. Working in the paint. And boy, what a steal that time by Amari Kemp.
Yeah, great steal right there.
And going strong to the basket. Couldn't get it to fall. Wasn't able to get the foul. And here comes Lafayette. Back up the other way. Michael Hill made a strong drive but couldn't get it. And we get a whistle.
Call a foul right there. Yeah, I mean, that was a good defensive possession, but they weren't able to capitalize on offense. I think the Lafayette bench next to us, we're over here like yelling at their players to, make sure they were in position. So good for Ritenour for disrupting their play that they were running to run, but they weren't able to capitalize this time. And it seems like they've rimmed out a lot this quarter. So shots just don't seem to be falling.
And so Watson at the line, he got the first one to go. Jeremiah Thomas picked up the foul for the Huskies. Also Tim Washington checking into the game now for Lafayette. Also coming in will be Ryan Rawling. Like you just said, it's a deep bench here for Lafayette. They play a lot of players. Rawling checks in now. 4:08 to go, and now that lead is back up to 8. And we are coming up, Isaiah, to the halfway point of this quarter. And as you said, the Huskies have not scored yet in this third quarter. Here's Lewis, strong drive, puts it up and scores.
Nice. There it is. I've been talking about how the Ritenour offense has been very good, but it's been Q and Jordan especially who have been really, really good for the team, scoring when they really need it. There's a lot of points between them, almost 20, I think, between the two of them.
So Lafayette back with it now. Here they come, Blosser and hit. Marcus Smith going to be called for the foul. Get the ball inbounded from the corner, and the three rolls out. It was in and out, but Washington had it, put that up, and it rammed out. Here is Meister with a shot. He missed that one too. 3 chances for Lafayette, and they couldn't get it to fall.
Good contests all around. They didn't let their lower size overall stop them from getting the rebound here just by making Lafayette miss multiple times.
Jeremiah Thomas working against Washington. Short runner is good, and he's fouled.
They're going to call a charging foul there.
That's going to be called for the charge. No basket. It's a nice move, but a little too much contact.
Yeah, it's really about whether the feet are set when the defender and offensive player run into each other, and they're just going to let an open layup.
Yeah, that time the Huskies had a breakdown, and Rawling was able to get it, and Coach Lee's going to take a timeout. 2:42 to go here in the third quarter. Huskies have only scored 4 points in this third quarter.
It's been 2 points, I think. Yeah, but either way,
Check that 2 points. I'm sorry, you're right.
It's been a very bad offensive performance so far, which has allowed Lafayette to get a pretty big edge going into this fourth maybe. But if, Ritenour can chip it down to, 6, 5, 4, then they might be okay to, start coming back in this one.
Yeah, it's so far right now, you're right, it's a 12-2 run for Lafayette in this quarter. And again, the way the Huskies ended that first half with a big shot from Kemp, the big three to take a 2-point lead, but they've been outscored here 12-2 in this third quarter thus far. 2:42 to go, and Jeremiah Thomas to inbound right in front of us. Here's Jordan Williams. Lewis with the short runner. It's going to be short, but was a battle for it by Jordan Williams. Thought he had position, but goes off him out of bounds, and so Lafayette will get it.
Another rough offensive possession right there. They need to find some way to score.
And they've gone cold in this third quarter. Here's a three from the outside. It's good. Rolling with a big shot from the outside for Lafayette. Ryan Rawling. There's another three from the Huskies. That one is short, under 2 minutes to go. That lead to 11 now. Here's the Lafayette on the drive, and they get the basket to fall. Blauser scoring on that one. Osser got that one. 42-29 our score now. Only 2 points in the quarter so far for the Huskies.
Yeah. It's been a 17-2 quarter right here. So pretty much the worst possible outcome for Ritenour in this one.
Good screen. Feed. Lewis back with it. Marcus Smith on the drive, goes up, couldn't get the roll. Well, it's been that kind of way, the roll just wouldn't go. Here is Washington on the push back up the court, and they extend the lead.
It's getting out of hand very quickly. The last thing you want to see after, having an outing in the first half where you actually end up at halftime to go and be down 15, 13, or going into that fourth quarter, then that's the last thing you really want to see in this game. It felt very winnable, and they're, slipping out of their fingers quickly.
Yeah, it's been, like you say, at this point, 19-4. Huskies have been outscored in this third quarter, and it's cost them to be down by 13 at this point, with 34 seconds to go. And some of it's been some tough shooting. They put up some good shots, and they just rolled off the rim, made good moves, great defensive stances, efforts. Ball just went the wrong way. So sometimes that'll happen too. And we've seen some of that happen.
Yeah, the shot selection hasn't necessarily been very bad. I think a lot of it is just it's not falling, but also there have been a few too many turnovers and silly mistakes on offense and on defense, letting people be open this quarter. So, yeah. Just like reverting to what we've seen so far this week as opposed to what we've seen that kind of looked like they were, improving greatly from everything that's happened so far this season in the first half.
Absolutely.
Don't forget the time to make a call and make arrangements for your ride home from the Costello Fieldhouse.
34.1 seconds to go.
Your ride home from Costello Fieldhouse.
Good defense right there, forcing a turnover. That's what you like to see. They're going to need a lot of turnovers if they want to be able to, come back.
Absolutely. 26 seconds to go. Huskies down by 13. It could cut it to 10. Out high now with it is Smith. Jamarcus facing a double team. Down to 9 seconds with Kemp out high between the circles. 4 seconds left. Kemp shot missed. And time will run out on the third quarter. And it was a good one for Lafayette. They outscored the Huskies in that quarter 19-4, Isaiah.
Yeah, that went about as bad as possible again for Ritenour. I think, they can probably make up for it. They've had big runs in the fourth quarter before, but they're going to need to make sure that they lock in, or else this could be another loss on the schedule.
Again, a lot of time left, and like you said, just how that one didn't go. What we've seen in the past, Huskies play much better they seem to play in the fourth quarter. So they certainly will need that tonight. And we have seen that before, where they really have a good fourth quarter. So, yep, they'll look to turn some things around. What do you think Coach Lee is saying in the huddle right now? We're getting some entertainment here from the Ritenour Husky Pep Band. So get set here for the final 8 minutes here of the fourth quarter. .751 and Lafayette with a quick bucket. Not the way the Huskies wanted it to start.
Yeah. That's the type of defense that'll put this game out of reach if it continues, but hopefully they can make sure that it doesn't.
Huskies with it out high. Three from the outside is good. Jeremiah Thomas. I'll check that Jamarcus Smith.
Yeah, he's been good from three today. That's definitely what you like to see. He's been struggling these last few games, but today he's been shooting really good percentages.
Back there, here come the Huskies. One still, nice speed.
Oh.
And they get the drive. Can't get it to fall, but back the other way comes Lafayette with it. Here's Isaac from three, and he's been knocking that shot down the entire night.
He's got to be coming up on like 6 threes so far. If that was the same guy who's been making them all game. You said Mychek?
Yes, Mychek.
Yeah, he's been playing very well so far. He hasn't been missing barely at all.
No, he hasn't. So back the other way, Lafayette with it on the give and go. Good hands from the Huskies, stolen away. And here they come. Kemp to the basket. Oh, it tipped away. Back comes Lafayette. Pickering with it. Here they come on a drive, and they got the tip back in, and good from Pickering.
They've still been playing very good defense on him all game. I feel like they just haven't been limiting, open layups and three-pointers that much. They've been doing very well making sure that he doesn't get the ball in the post, but they haven't been doing a great job making sure that people aren't getting open threes. So, a little bit of a double-edged sword overall when it comes to defensive performance.
They extend the lead. Cross-court pass. Here's the shot. It's good. Jamarcus Smith with a big shot.
Nice. He's really feeling it now. Very good.
And the Huskies certainly need him too right now. Back the other way. Pickering with it. There's one from the corner to three. Can't get that. And here comes Jeremiah Thomas with a break all the way. And he's fouled as Washington gets him on the arm.
Nice. Good job, playing through contact there to try to get the free throw. And opportunity for, 2 points with the opportunity to stop the clock as well. Make sure that it doesn't run anymore while they're hopefully chipping away at the lead. It's 15 right now. If he makes both, it'll be 13.
Jeremiah Thomas with 2 shots coming up. And one thing about it, too, Isaiah, Huskies have got to hit these free throws down the stretch. They've had some trouble from the line, and they certainly have to hit them now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. These are, the main source of points that they're going to have to make sure they capitalize on 100% of the time if they want to come back in this game. Like, layups and three-pointers being missed, especially when there's good defense being played by Lafayette all game, it's going to happen. But if you're out here missing free throws when the clock is stopped and you need to chip away at the scoreboard, then that could be a little problematic for the for hopefully, coming back in the game.
And we got a miss there. Back the other way comes Isaac. Ball out of bounds, and it is going to be Huskies basketball with 4:56 to go. Still a lot of time left in this game, though.
Yeah, it's not over by any means.
Lead at 14. And ball tipped out of bounds. That was going to stay with the Huskies. Watson going to check in, back into the game. Here's a three from the outside. It's good.
Who was that?
Quentin Lewis.
Nice.
Big three ball. Cuts the lead to 11.
He has been the most efficient scorer so far. He's been like the spark plug that they definitely need on offense. It's been great to watch.
4:16 to go. Here's Washington for three. That one will miss. And here comes Lewis. He's going to push into the front court. Lewis. Out high now. Here they come. Smith. Back out to Amari Kemp. Here's Jordan Williams at the free throw line. Can't get it to foul. Five. And foul called with some contact in there. Jeremiah Thomas going to be called for the foul. That's his fourth. First team foul, the Huskies. Thomas has got four, and Huskies didn't get back on defense, and we get a foul here as on the drive was Rowing.
Huskies personal foul number 3, Jeremiah Thomas.
Jeremiah Thomas is going to be done for.
Second team foul.
Reginald Jones is coming in for Jeremiah Thomas.
Yeah, Jeremiah Thomas is just fouled out of the game.
They just kind of left. What's his name again? They just kind of left Pickering wide open for an easy layup there.
Pickering got the shot. So Kemp as Lafayette going to the 2-3 zone. Now here's Quentin. Check that the three ball from that was Reggie Jones missed. And here comes Lafayette. They've got numbers from the corner, and they can't get down. Oh boy, what a hustle! And it's saved. Here comes Marcus Smith. Couldn't get it. Williams there for the putback, and it's good. Jordan Williams making good on the shot. The lead to 11, but again the Huskies don't get back. Oh, what a block! That time from the Huskies and Amari Kemp.
Great block right there. You know, Jamarcus Smith comes in there forcing the pump fake right there, and that leaves him opening us. That leaves an opening so that Amari can come in and block when he inevitably goes up for the layup. Great job.
2:37 for the Huskies. And they get a timeout here from Coach Lee. 2:33 to go. Huskies down by 11. That was some block by Amari Kemp that time as Lafayette kind of had it, was taking their time, got a good look, and Kemp made the block.
Yeah. They're chipping away at the lead slowly but surely, so they're going to have to pick up the pace a little bit if they want to, you know, make sure that it's close enough so they can take the lead by the time the 2 minutes and 33 seconds is up.
Yep, gonna have to really extend the defense. Gotta get some, you know, some shots, make some baskets, but then you gotta extend the defense. You're gonna have to probably begin to really foul so that you don't take some time off that clock, but of course also gonna have to get some good offensive looks and shots here for the Huskies. Get some big shots down the stretch there too with Quentin Lewis hitting some shots. Jordan Williams, big shot. Amari Kemp with a huge block. It's just the issue now of the Huskies trying to come back and overcome that third quarter.
Yeah. I mean, this game has been very even so far. Maybe even a little bit in the Huskies' favor, except for that third quarter where nothing was falling. So sucks at an otherwise really good game.
Quentin Lewis with a shot. Oh boy, he followed his shot, wasn't able to save it. And here comes Lafayette with 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go. Huskies really trying to extend the defense now. Double teaming it, tough. Lafayette really trying to eat up some time now, and they take a timeout. 1:53. You know, it was kind of interesting conversation about a week ago with our athletic director here, Drew Lonis, and he was talking about how he really thought that it's just a matter of time before the shot clock could find its way into the high school game, and I think he's right about that. You know, you could see it down the line really coming.
Yeah. I think it would definitely make games more interesting because a lot of the times what you see teams do is they just hold the ball and stall out the game for the rest of the game when they're up big enough that they can comfortably just hold it. So yeah, I think implementing a shot clock wouldn't be a bad idea.
So 1:53 to go, and it is a 11-point lead for Lafayette over the Huskies. Again, this one has been tough because, like I said, the Huskies really right there, and as you said, probably outplayed Lafayette through the first two quarters, but that third quarter just went as bad as it could possibly go, and that's where we are right now. Huskies trying to overcome that 19-4 deficit that occurred in that third quarter.
Yeah.
15-point deficit that they had to overcome. So we're down to 1:52 to go. Washington has had himself a very good game for Lafayette with it right now. He's facing a double team. On the drive, and they get the shot to fall. Good offensive set for Lafayette. Myers with it. Here come the Huskies. Going to have to work fast though at 1:28. They're going to have to. There's a long three ball on the way, and it's good! Jamarcus Smith, big three ball.
Yeah, he's been really good from deep today.
And down to 10 points. 10-point game, 1:15 to go. And Jordan Williams coming right in front of you, almost took a seat with you there, Isaiah.
Yeah, he almost knocked the setup over.
That's right, he's getting after it. 1:15 to go. Huskies need another turnover right here. There's Lafayette on the drive. They make the feed, thought about the three. And they're happy to content to
they're just gonna hold the ball.
eat up some time. Here they come. Oh, missed the shot, but a foul called as on the drive was Cooper Myers. He had a good first half for Lafayette. He draws the foul. He'll get to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah. It looks like this one, you know, unless something crazy happens, might be about over. 52 seconds left, especially when one team is able to just hold the ball forever. Doesn't offer a lot of opportunity. But, you never know. But even still, I feel like they played, for the most part, an equally as good or maybe even better game than Lafayette. But that third quarter was just terrible for the most part. Stuff wasn't falling. Their defense wasn't as good as it was the rest of the game. It just, like, everything that they didn't want to see happened. So that's why they're probably not going to end up winning this one.
Second shot's good. Huskies push it. Here's Reggie Jones up the court. Quentin Lewis. Huskies down to 46 seconds, and you get a foul called as they made contact. And second personal. Second team foul. Again, the Lancers have fouls to give, only 2 at this point, so they got 3 fouls to give, 44 seconds to go, and the Huskies with it. They're going to have to work really quick. Lewis in the backcourt. They've got to get going. Turn it over. Here comes Washington back with it. And 28 seconds to go. Lancers going to hold on and get this one against the Huskies. Here's a shot taken away Williams. 17 seconds ago. Mark Smith all the way coast to coast scores. 10 seconds. Cuts the lead to 9. Down to 4 seconds. And time is going to run out. And that's going to do it here at Costello for the Huskies, as Lafayette's going to win this one 56 to 47. And again, just a tough one. Just a tough one, Isaiah, because of the fact that the Huskies had that tough third quarter. That was the difference in the game.
Yeah. Although it's not all bad. Like, there were a lot of great moments over here in this game in particular that they didn't have a whole lot of in some other games. So I think it's a step in the right direction, even if it didn't end up going the way that they wanted.
All right, so that's going to wrap things up for us here at Costello Fieldhouse for Huskies basketball here on KRHS Media and the Huskies Network. So again, special and great thanks to Juan Roque, who did our directing, did all our camera work, took care of our graphics, kept the score. He just kind of did it all for us tonight here. So for Isaiah Cornwell, Kevin Pulley, Isaiah, thanks. Great to work with you again as always.
Yep.
It's a good time, and it's going to wrap things up. We'll talk to everybody next time on KRHS Media. We are the voice of Ritenour High School, the home of the Huskies, and be sure to catch us for more sporting activities here on KRHS Media and the Huskies Network.